I've known Bev Fox for a few months now. Job-wise, she puts her whole heart into it, and I think she's very enthusiastic, and she seems to get there in the end.
How the mixer came about was interesting actually, because John Farthing, who is trying to turn the Legion around there, because the Legion was in quite a lot of trouble about a year ago, it looked like it was going to close, and John thought a good way was to get people in to do shows and events, so he invited the Suggestibles to play. But the function room at the time wasn't in any real state.
I went in with my sort of team of friends to decorate the place. It was a lot more than decoration though. It looked so different, the function room the way it was to the way it is now. I suppose that was the most fun bit though, was doing that and putting a stage in, and
It just organically happened really.
The feedback I get back, very good, very good. Excellent. And I do know a lot of hard work goes into it. I've seen what they do behind the scenes before they open the doors.
What I do with it really is I program in all the shows. So apart from the Suggestibles, which I perform in, I look for what I think audiences in Jesmond will want. Some things attract students, some things attract older people, but really trying to get everybody in. We want to do some family stuff later on, once we get into 2011. I think I'd really like to get some stuff that get families in as well. So really trying to hit the wide audience. And we had a Johnny Cash night, and I was working the door that night, and I really liked that night because it was just exactly the right mix of people that we always, that's why we called it the mixer, because we want it to be a real mix of people. And that night was a real mix of people. You had students in, you had really old people in, you had couples in, you had groups in, you had a group of girls in. It was a really, really broad mix, and everybody was getting on together in the room, having a really nice time, a really warm atmosphere. We've got the venue there, we've also got the market. When we were developing the venue, just kept thinking all the time, what is going to attract people here? What are the resources? 'Cause it's a huge building in there, and what is going to get people across that door to spend the money behind the bar or with coffees and teas, whatever, and membership as well. It needed new members, and the car park just sitting there was going to waste. I remember that I used to sell Christmas trees in there and do the odd car boot sale many years ago when I was a kid. I think there was a new brigade of people in there who knew that it needed some innovation and needed some new custom in there to make it to get some more money in the place, really, to get some more money going behind that bar. And I think a lot of them were very frightened that we were going to go in and just change everything. It's been the market and just that feeling of community there. I think the members in there are beginning to, the ones who were maybe a bit scared of change, are realising that actually nothing's really changed for them, except that it's got a bit more life about it. It's busier now. The staff at the Legion, and they're very important, you know, people who work behind the bar, who have staffed that place for 30 years, how they feel is very important to us. They work there and their jobs were at stake, and so to have them really excited about and going, you're doing good here, this is great, and they relay that to the other members who maybe don't meet as much, is really important as well. So it's really helped create that buzz.
Well, a lot of people are grateful for the work you've done.